delivering fresh veggies. What are your specific questions about it from a front-end perspective?
Welcome back. So Vercel, the company behind v0.dev, has done something incredible recently. And if you didn't know what v0.dev is, it is really the OG when it comes to prompt to UI prototyping. They have a few large language models. I believe 3 of those models are very, very powerful when it comes to building front ends. So what Vercel has done this month, a few days ago actually, is they have released a beta version of their API, which allows you to leverage v0.dev and those generations in your own application. We will talk about why would you want to do that, what are the use cases, and then I'm going to show you my proof of concept, how I went from a basic Next.js boilerplate application to having an AI-powered prototyping tool. So buckle up, and I hope you enjoy this episode. Thanks. As the API only works in a Next.js application, which is perfectly fine, I just used one of my boilerplates that I've built that has custom Shadcn components and a custom theme that is styled like the company that I work for. We have a design system. So this boilerplate actually is styled around that design system. This is my boilerplate. I'm just going to show you around just quickly what is in the boilerplate as well. This is not the topic for this video, but it's maybe worth actually exploring. So in this boilerplate, I do have a few components, custom components. This all revolves around a kind of a custom design system and a custom theme. The way I like to work, and we have a design system and obviously iconography as well. This is all publicly available, so there are no secrets here. The way the boilerplate actually works, it shows me all the icons. So whenever I work with frontend, I don't have to open like extra pages, look for the names. All I have to do is find the correct icon, and then click and copy the name of that icon and paste that into cursor code. So that's one thing that is here. The other thing that I actually built to help me and my team out is to have a few high-level components. One of these components is a kind of a floating or a fixed version of a toolbar, which has all the options. This is all Shadcn, again, with a custom theme that kind of aligns pretty well with the brand colors. So this is one of those. It also describes where the location of the custom component is, how to implement that, how to customize the component, and so on. And obviously you have your typical Atom components as well. So like the buttons, the calendar one is very interesting because it has 32 versions of different calendars, which obviously is taken from Shadcn UI, which is pretty amazing. So that's about the boilerplate, how it works. Let's actually go and look at the proof of concept. And the reason why I wanted to use the boilerplate, I wanted to have the proof of concept to have a little bit of a merit, to showcase a proof of concept that is based maybe in kind of a reality and can be actually leveraged by a company. So let's have a look at Clay. Okay, so this is Clay, a proof of concept that allows you to leverage the v0.dev API to be able to generate your mocks, prototypes in this environment. Not entirely sure if you can see, but this is currently running locally, so nothing is really being deployed yet. It can obviously become an actual product that a company might leverage. Anyway, let me actually guide you through the different sections of the UI. So starting from the left-hand side here, this is our kind of a chat area. This is where we will communicate with the v0.dev API, inputting the prompts, asking it to make changes to our prototype, and so on. One thing that is worth pointing out, v0 API allows you to attach images, so you can attach images, and that works. I'm going to show you in a second. And it is currently not allowing, or at least I wasn't able to figure out how to attach a markdown document, but I think I found a hack around it, which we'll look at in a second. The header, it's pretty standard, kind of a corporate header with, dark theme, light theme, again, using the corporate theme and styling for components. The important part is the prototypes dropdown, which actually shows you all the prototypes that are being fetched using the API to this front end. So all these projects I have created either by testing this prototype or in the past. If I click on one of those, it's going to load the chat history, and it's also going to load the prototype, which we'll explore in a second. What else? So we are currently in the prototype section. The other two sections are, and this is, I think, the first part where I want to say why this actually matters and why, in my opinion, this is a game changer. It could be a game changer if a company actually commits to it. If a big company has a unique design system, iconography, whatever, style guides, you can obviously inject that information to the API. So you can influence whatever the generation is going to be every single time, right? So if you use something like Figma Make, you have a designers. If you even use V0, not through the API, obviously the generations are going to be different depending who is actually prompting. But having ability to actually influence what is being pushed to the API, what is being returned, can be very, very powerful. So that's one of the reasons. The other reason is you can build around this API. What you really see here is a wrapper. Like people used to create businesses using ChatGPT API and creating wrappers. Perplexity was thought of as one of those wrappers. Obviously, they have way more LLMs and agents and tool callings happening in Perplexity, but still, in a way, it's a wrapper around ChatGPT APIs. In this way, think of v0.dev API as something that you can utilize and build around it. So what I have done here, I have included, which I'm kind of missing in the v0.dev website, is the ability to put in a sketch together, like a very simple sketch. And I didn't spend too much time on this. You can obviously go and explore and add way more when it comes to what you would like to see in a kind of a sketching environment. Yeah, so this is using Fabric.js, so it's pretty powerful when it comes to a canvas kind of a environment. So these are only the tools that I've decided to add just for this proof of concept. But the important part is you don't have to leave, you don't have to go and create a sketch somewhere else. You can just do it from here, press the button, and what happens actually, it default to the prototype tab, but what has happened, it has added the thumbnail of that sketch, and I can just keep adding sketches to the prompt itself, like whatever I want to do. Plus, and then it adds, there's 5 that I can add. This is the second one out of 5, and you can just keep adding that. So you don't have to go and leave your environment. This becomes sort of like a power up for prototyping. The other thing that is here is the requirements. And I do realize that the order should be different. It should probably start with maybe requirements or the sketch, and the prototype should be as the last one, but let's accept that this is okay for the POC. So in the requirements tab, we have quite a lot of options. And this section actually leverages a different AI, because in this prototype, in this proof of concept, there is V0 API, and there's also the Google Multimodal Live API, which I'm going to demo in a second. So what this requirements actually allows me to do is either manually create a new PRD document. Obviously, I can type in whatever. I don't have to go to like Google Docs. I can store everything in one place. I can save that. It's going to save the document here. I have a few saved here, which I didn't create. There was something else that created it. But yeah, so these are the PRDs. And the cool thing about this, obviously you can download, you can remove, you can copy, whatever, pretty standard stuff, but you can also add that to the prompt. My purpose with this POC was to have one environment, build a wrapper around this API that lets you sketch, or think of building mind maps. So you can have like a situation like Miro, which is easy to do actually. I might add that later. And requirements. So everything that relates to the context. And as we know, prompts kind of matter, but prompts doesn't really mean much when there's not enough context, right? The context is really king, and it has always been. Whatever you do, AI, design, product, whatever. Let me actually show you how the history works. So I'm gonna actually load a prototype that I have done today, actually testing this. So if I click, it is gonna show this nice animation. This is all live. Let me actually hide my face for now at least. Yeah, so this is all live. I'm kind of zoomed in a little bit as well here. As you can see, normally this is the 100% zoomed version. So actually zoom in back so you can see better. Maybe like this. Yeah, so this is the prototype. So we've used the API to create this. And as you can see, this is the PRD that was actually, that was the prompt. And this is the thinking as well from the API. You can see the generation. We can actually collapse that to get some more room. You can see the generation. I mean, it's, it's the same quality as you would see in V0. So that's how you load projects. I can load a different one. This uses actually Three.js library for a 3D canvas. Again, this is all running locally in Clay currently. The cool thing about this as well is you can open it in a separate tab. Same functionality as in v0.dev. Okay, let's generate something. I do have a prompt that I'm going to just paste. I'm going to paste a very simple prompt so we don't have to wait a long time. I'm asking the LLM to generate a website for a vegetable delivery company. So I'm going to hit let's go. I'm not going to speed anything up, and we'll see how long it takes. Let me actually hide my face. Yeah, so we've got an animation here. Again, there is no code streaming, or at least I wasn't able to do that. The only thing that I can showcase in this case is just that Clay is thinking, and it is actually doing its thing. So once it's done, the prototype is going to appear here. It's also going to update our project list as well. While it's doing, we can obviously navigate and we can do things here as well. So we don't have to go and wait and just keep looking at it. So yeah, so you can, whatever, you can write your PRD. Something else that I have been exploring actually is using AI to split the PRD into user stories, which kind of works today. Okay, here is our generation. So it finished. But yeah, let's look at the prototype. So it is fresh veggies, delivered to your door. Pretty awesome, as you can expect from v0.dev as well. Okay, so we looked at prototyping, we looked at sketching. Now I want to show you a different AI in the same environment. So what we will use now is the AI collaborator. The AI collaborator is using Live API from Google. It's leveraging the Gemini model. And what it allows me to do is to have a conversation. You could obviously have just one collaborator that could probably do all of these things. I decided to split them into different personas or AI collaborators, call it whatever you want to call it. That's each of them specializes in a specific thing. So you do have Adam, which is a UX architect, and we can actually talk to Adam. Hey there.
Hello, Julian. Adam here. What information architecture challenge are we tackling today?
Yeah, thanks, Adam. I'm just doing a demo. Can you introduce yourself? Thank you.
Hey, no problem, Julian. As I mentioned, I'm Adam, your UX architect AI collaborator. I specialize in information architecture, user flows, and content
Awesome.
strategy.
Thank you. So that is Adam. Obviously, we got more. We've got Marcus. He's a product designer. We've got a content strategist, front-end developer, Jackson, researcher. And also as a test, I've got Karen, mean strategist. That doesn't work that well, but just exploration. And Arthur, product strategy as well. Let me zoom out and I'll show you how I would use Jackson. Let's take this modern veggie website that we just built. So let's just load the prototype. So this is what we built. Is my face? Yeah, my face is okay. I'm gonna enable Jackson, and then I'm gonna share this prototype with Jackson so I can have a conversation with AI. Hey there.
Hey, Julian, what can I help you with today?
Hey Jackson, I'm gonna share my screen. Can you just confirm what are we looking at?
Hey, thanks, Julian. I can see your screen. It looks like a landing page design for a service called Fresh Harvest, delivering fresh veggies. What are your specific questions about it from a front-end perspective?
Yeah, so listen, I'm trying to figure out what kind of a library I could use to add a carousel component to it. Are there any libraries I could use?
Got it. You're looking to implement a carousel component on the Fresh Harvest landing page and want to know which JavaScript libraries would be a good fit. I'll check for some popular and effective carousel libraries that would work well in this context. Okay, Julian, after reviewing some resources, here are a few JavaScript carousel libraries that could be a good fit for your Fresh Harvest landing page. Swiper. It's a modern and popular mobile touch.
Hey, thank you, Jackson. Can you send an email to me with the summary? Thank you.
No problem, Julian. I'll send you an email summarizing the carousel libraries we discussed for the Fresh Harvest landing page. Email sent, Julian. Is there anything else I can help you with regarding the front-end implementation of the Fresh Harvest site?
No, thanks you. Thanks, bye. So anyway, yeah, so it did send an email. There's a resend custom tool that was built in the code, so I definitely got the email. Okay, let's have a look at the feature I find very interesting. We will ask Marcus to create a PRD for us. Before we do that, let me actually remove all of these ones. So the new PRD is going to appear here on the left-hand side, and then the text is going to be populated as well. The way it works, it's using a custom tool that is in the code. it uses a specific template for a PRD. The template can be customized, obviously, to your liking. But anyway, enough talking. Let's actually have a chat with Marcus. Hey, Marcus.
Hey, Julian, Marcus here. What's on your mind today?
Hey, Marcus. I would like you to create a PRD for a cybersecurity firm.
Okay, Julian, I can help with that. To create a PRD for a cybersecurity firm, I need a little more information. Can you tell me about the specific product or service the PRD should cover? Is it for a new software, a security audit service, or something else?
Yeah, so audit service, email threat, employee security, phishing. Anything else you need?
Thanks, Julian. So you're looking for a PRD that covers a range of cybersecurity services, including server audits, email threat analysis, employee security training, and anti-phishing measures. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. Let's create a PRD. Thank you.
Got it. Give me a moment to pull together some relevant information and create a draft PRD outline for you. My apologies, Julian. I encountered an error while creating the document. Let me correct that and try again. Okay, Julian, I've created the product requirements document, cybersecurity services, and saved it to your local browser storage. Does that
Awesome.
meet your need?
Yes, it does.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thanks. So there you have it. There was an error, which is pretty cool. That was actually very nice for you to experience because it has encountered an error, but then it mitigated the error as well. It's not something that I've asked it to do. It just does it, which is pretty amazing. So it is a custom function that is being called as a custom code. Currently it's stored locally, so it's pulling it from the local storage, but you can imagine this being stored in like, a Postgres database or somewhere else. The next thing that you can do with this, this looks like a very lengthy and very comprehensive PRD or a prompt. But what we can do, and that's where the power of all of this comes together, is you can hit obviously add. That is going to add that PRD as a prompt. You can attach images. You can, add your sketch if you want to. And yeah, hit let's go, and that's going to generate the website. Let's see what it looks like when once it's done. I think I'm going to speed this process up because it might take a while because the document is pretty lengthy. So I'll see you in a few minutes. Okay, there it is. Our CyberGuard suite. Let's actually open it in a separate tab. It's a new tab. Nice. Looks good. First prompt. It's quite a lot of text. Let's click on view details. Got a tabbing system. Pretty nice. Very cool. Yeah, now we can obviously keep iterating on it, adding more functionality. If you're still here, thank you. Thank you for watching. And just to recap, we had a look at the v0.dev API and a wrapper around it. So we were able to build a prototype using v0.dev. We used a proof of concept called Clay using a Next.js boilerplate that is on brand. When it comes to the color theme, what else? We had a look at the ability to add more to the wrapper. So being able to add a sketch and the ability to create a PRD as well. And we had a conversation with Marcus, our product designer, to create that PRD for us. That PRD, the creation of the PRD uses a custom tool calling, which Marcus has the ability to invoke and execute. So there's so much that we can do with it. I think the prototyping or the product design landscape is going to be changing every month. I love the fact that there's so much competition in the market. There's so many companies trying to satisfy the needs of the product managers, product designers. This is incredible. It is obviously all for the benefit of the consumer, which is us. So if anyone from Vercel V0 is going to watch this, please continue. Please do more with the API. Make it go beyond beta. And yeah, thanks again. Like, subscribe, whatever you have to do. Hit the notification bell icon as well so you can see the updates. Thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.